All right, I should be live. All right, I should be live. Right, I am. Let me get my tech set up here, and I will be doing a presentation of the DocuFlow software. So let me get my screens all set up here, and then I'll show you what I got going on. Let me get my chat window set up so I can see if anyone comes in. All right, that should work. Okay, so let me share my screen. Just getting everything set up here before I share. So I have all my windows ready. Okay, that should work. And let me go over here to my share. And let's share screen one with video. Oh, I need to start my recording. Let me unshare for a second. Okay, now I can share my screen. Well, actually, before I do that, let me just talk to you for a minute and tell you what you're going to see. So, my name is Wayne Wallace. My company is Ace Digital Productions, and I help business owners create documentary style videos for their marketing. And I started a couple months ago writing some software to make my life easier. So typically, when you're working on a video project, one of the most time consuming parts is cataloging all your footage. And especially if you're working on a longer documentary style film or video, you may have many, many hours of footage. And what I did was I created this software to help me get through that cataloging process much faster and get to the point of creative storytelling much quicker. So I I created this software. Let me share my screen now and show you what I created that you can now purchase and get to editing your projects faster. Okay, you should be seeing my screen. There we go. Looks like it's sharing. Okay, So I have this folder of footage here, and I've got looks like 84 items, 397 gigabyte of footage. And this particular footage comes to me from my professor of my master's program. And it is video that he shot in order to teach us how to edit documentary style films and videos. So what I just did was I renamed all these files to give them more context. So for instance, this one here that I'm hovering over says interview office staff Tristan Peter talking with vendor 329 day 3 roll 6. So basically I went through all the footage and I briefly just scrubbed it and labeled the footage of, or labeled each clip, what it was about. And then I have a text file here on the left, and this file kind of breaks down the project brief. So basically here, I have story themes. Why is it important for the public to purchase the magazine instead of just giving money to the homeless? Vendors selling the magazine without a badge and the problems they are creating. Delivery day and the rush to get the new magazines out to the vendors. Stories of the homeless and how the Big Issue magazine helps change their life. So you kind of see what this footage is about, right? So the Big Issue magazine is a magazine that they create in London, and the homeless buy it for £2 and they sell it for £4. And this gives them a legitimate way of making money instead of just begging. And so this file is part of my software, and you can specify kind of what the project's about and then what you want my software to look for specifically and what you want it to create. So the intended cuts that I want to create is a short film, long form, about 20 minutes long, some Instagram teaser shorts that are 60 minutes or 60 seconds long, and then a couple of YouTube versions that are 8 minutes long. And I saved this file, and now I'm going to copy it into my footage folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save as, and this is just a text file. And I'm going to save this into my project folder. So let's go down here to C drive and go to footage and go to Big Issue. And then I'm going to save it. So I should see it appear over here. There it is right there. Okay. So now the project is basically ready. And let me go over here. That's my DaVinci Resolve that's running. And I'm in an untitled project. And then over here, I already created the project. So basically what I did from the home screen of my software, I clicked on new project and I just basically filled in those the two items really, the short code and then the project name. And then the default folder for the project will be in the DocuFlow C drive. So it created this project. And then this is a web app that runs on my local machine. Your footage never leaves your local machine, and only text files get sent out to the Claude AI and analyzed. So your footage never leaves your machine. And then, of course, all of your text files are private because we're using the API to talk with Claude. And as a policy, Claude does not keep any of your data that you send to them via the API. So let's go ahead and click on this. And then this gives you the steps in the process of processing your footage. So step one is setting up your project, which I already did. And this kind of tells you what you need to do to create your project, which I already ran that script. And that script is over here in DaVinci Resolve under Workspace, Scripts, and DocuFlow Setup. So basically, I already created the, well, actually, I don't know. No, I didn't. I didn't do that part. All I did was rename the footage so far. So let's run Scripts DocuFlow Setup. So what that's going to do is create all my bins and create my official project. So if I go back here to the home page, you'll see here big master library, and that's my active library. So it just took the current empty project that I was in and renamed it and created all the bins. Now, if you don't like these bins, like the names of them, then there's a text file where you can go edit the names of these folders, but these are fine for me. So I'm going to keep those. And then I want to go to the next step. So this website basically guides you step by step. So over here, you can configure the bins. If you'd like to call them something different, you can do that. And then you would run the script that I just ran. So now I'm going to ingest my footage. So we're going to go to ingest, and it's going to tell me that I need to point at the raw footage. Now, the raw footage is going to be copied, so your raw footage is never damaged or interfered with. And it tells you down here how to label your files if you want more intelligence in the project about your footage. So that's what this page is, and I already did all that. So now I'm going to point at my C drive footage big issue. Okay, so now I've got my folder selected. I could do a dry run if I would like, and I can not import, but I'm just going to import. So let's go ahead and run that. Oh, looks like I got an error. Oh, dummy me. Uh, I need to run this in DaVinci. Let's go over here to Workspace, Scripts, and no, no, that's right. This step's just got an error. So let me fix it. I am coding this with Claude, and that step worked the other day. So let's go try and fix this. And I'll show you how I code with Claude. No problem. Let's see if I can find the right window. I think it is. Let me go down here and look. I think it's this window. No, it's a different project. Let's go. Software is never done. Let's go to this one. Nope, that's not it. That's the server. Let's go to this one. There it is. Okay. So now I'm going to say I got an error on step 2 ingest. And I'm going to paste the error that I got. And let me check the chat window, see if anyone's, nope, no one's in there. Oh, looks like I may have one person watching. So if you're watching, feel free to ask me any questions that you may have, and I'll keep an eye on the chat window. Okay, so the problem is clear. The script has uh, if name, handling, domain. Okay, so it basically just has a processing issue, so it's going to fix that. So I'm live coding and demoing the software at the same time. Which, what else would you expect from a live demo? So it's going to fix that. And then later on, after I get done with this demo, I'll package it and put it back up on the website. Now, one of the features that I've included already in the software, just for moments like this, is an auto update. So if you have purchased the software and I add a new feature or I fix a bug, then the next time you launch the software, it'll say, hey, there's a new version available. Do you want to update? And then you just click update and it'll update the software. So I've already thought about these problems. I used to work in the software development industry. So I have some experience in that world. So it is trying to fix that problem. Oh, it's waiting for me actually. I wasn't scrolled down far enough. Okay, so now it's fixing the problem. Okay, so now it's done. Now it's saying give step 2 another try. So I need to shut down my server that's running. And is this the right one? Yes, this is DocuFlow. So I'm going to cancel that server and then I'm going to run it. And actually, I know the reason why that broke now because I'm actually running my local code and not the code that was delivered for customers. The code that's delivered for customers is an executable file. The code I'm running right now is Python code. So, no problem. That needed to be fixed anyway because I want to run the code live. I don't want to run the executable because if I want to fix it, then I can jump in and fix it. So I haven't actually run the local server since I created the executable. So this is just a little small issue that it ran into. Okay, so the server is running. I'm going to refresh the screen and then I'm going to point to my footage folder again. And you don't have to double click, you only have to single click on these, which I may change that because I'm so used to double clicking and other people are as well. And now I'm going to run the ingest. And I got another error. Okay. Tell you what, let's run the executable and see how it performs for a regular user. Okay. I can always come back and fix that later. So, oh, actually, no, I don't want to do that because one of the features that I just added, I want to test out on this project. That's why I'm doing this project. So let's go ahead and give this error back to Claude. Still got an error. Okay. It's telling me that I need to rebuild my my executable. Yes, I know. I'll do that later. No problem. Okay, let me shut down the server. And let me bring this window up here. There we go. Have you used the new Windows tiling? It's pretty good. I like it. So I've got my two terminal windows tiled up here, and then I've got my project website running behind it. So it's pretty handy when you're doing development work because typically you have multiple windows open, and I use it for other things too. I use it when I'm just doing regular computer work. Okay, let's see if anyone's chatting over here. Nope, no chats. Let's see what it said about the problem. Yeah, it's just a startup issue. It's the main because I'm not running it as an executable. So it's just a little fix that needed to be made. Oh, it's actually building. I didn't want it to build. Sometimes AI is too smart for you, right? It's thinking that I want to rebuild it. And then it's probably going to try and push it to my website. Oh, it's saying that the executable is is running. Um, Probably be easier to go to Task Manager. And let's see if I can find it in my Task Manager. Oh, it terminated it. Let me kill my server. Oh, my server has already stopped. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, DocuFlow. Yeah, looks like it already killed it. So now it's rebuilding the app. Okay, rebuild complete, executable using the old compiled code. Didn't have main, try step two again. Okay. So let's run the server again. Okay, server is running. And let's go back over here to my pipeline and refresh the page. Huh. Server is running and it's going to oh, that's why. The local host is on 8080 now. Let's run it on 8080. No. Oh, that's my website. I don't want to run my website. Let's kill that one. And let's go over to not that one. Let's go over to let's see, which one is it? Maybe that one. No, that's the same one I was just looking at. Let's go over to this one. No, same one. I should rename all these. This one. There it. Nope. That's the website. It's maybe it's that one. Let's see. No, that's my other project. I got two projects going on at the same time. I tell you what, I'll just go run the main file here. So this is the main file that you would get as a customer. So now it just ran the server and now I can go back into my project. And then I'll go to project ingest and I'll come down here and I'll say my footage is over here and big issue, select folder, run. Still got an error. That is no fun. Okay, well, this is the bug that needs to be fixed. I thought this was working. But you know what happens when you assume. But this is what software development is all about. But at least I don't need to code because Claude is doing all the coding for me. And let's go back to the correct window here. I think it was that one. Nope, it wasn't that one. Okay, which one is this? I'm going to shut down that server. And then go to that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, there it is. Still got an error. Yeah, so it said the old executable didn't have the main in it. Oh, there's a encoding issue with the icon I was using. Yes. Let's see if anyone's on the YouTube channel here. It says one person's watching. Is that me? Or is that someone else? Okay, it terminated my process. Okay, so it looks like it's going to implement another fix here. And it's rebuilding it. So that's fine. I'll use the I'll use the executable version. This one here is the one I want. I can hear my poor little machine grinding away. Okay, so hopefully after this fix is done, we'll be able to get on to our work. And then I'll update the website with the new download. Is it still running? Oh no, finished. I don't know why it's not advancing. It usually advances. Maybe because I scrolled up. Okay, so now it should work. So now let's run it. Oh, I have a one there now. Okay, so the page is gonna come up again. Let's refresh this. And let's go select our folder again. Big issue. Run. Hey, looks like it's gonna work this time. Yay. Okay, so it is running. You can see here by the status. So now what it's doing is it's copying all my original footage into the project folder. So we'll go look at that. We'll go over here. Oop, my windows are changing. So this is my original project folder. And then I'm going to go into DocuFlow, big issue, and I'll go look in library and interviews. And let's go to Peter and clips. Okay, that folder is empty right now, but we should see a file pop in here. Let's see if it's still running. Yep, it's still running. So depending on how much footage you have, this could take a little while to copy. There's one file right there. Let's go into B-roll. And let's go into locations. Yep, there we go. So that's great. So basically, what it's doing is it's looking at the file name, and if the file name's got a location in it, then it'll put it into here as a B-roll location. And then on the interviews, there should be a number of interviews. Make this big screen. So let's go down to this interview and we'll go down to source. So yep, I already copied that one. And then I can go down to here, go source, copy those. Okay, so it looks like maybe done. Nope, still running. So we'll just let it run. And I actually have another copy of it running over here on my other web browser, covering up my YouTube. So if you're popping in and watching, then leave me a comment so I can see that you're here. Shouldn't take that long to copy. Let's go into DaVinci and take a look. Let's go to our media library. No, still copying. So I should probably put some kind of status count here to show how much time is left. Because running doesn't give you much of an idea how much time is left. Okay. I can always edit this wait time out of the finished video that I create. I could easily fall asleep right now. I was burning the midnight oil last night, working on my project. And then I woke up about two something, maybe three. And then I stayed up for a while working on it. So I could easily fall asleep right now. But that's the life of a software developer. So let me show you some of these. So these are the different keywords that it looks for. So you can label it as aerial footage or drone footage or DJI footage or flyover or overhead, and then the different locations. So I have custom locations. Okay, it's done. So here's the report. So it copied 82 files and three non-media files. It classified all the footage, generated the new file names, and did all the mapping. So here it shows that this file name went to this file name. So all that's logged, all that gets saved into a text file. So you always have a history of what happened. So all that happened. And then we have 82 files scanned, and we're ready for the next step. So we're going to go in to the next step of the pipeline, which is the import. And it basically says run ingest first. We already did that. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to load up DaVinci and run the import. So we'll flip over to DaVinci and we'll run the scripts import. Okay, there it is. Look at that. All that footage was just imported. Okay, I think it's done. Oh no, it's still working. See, over here on the left. So it's importing all those clips, all those 82 clips. Okay, so now I think it's done. Okay, it says to verify your clips are landing in the right place. Let's go verify one. So over here, it says Billy Saxby, source interview, and I know that is Billy Saxby right there. And let's go check something else. Let's go look at Officer Dave. Yep, Officer Dave has multiple clips. So basically, all the clips were in one folder before. And yeah, that original source folder. But now they're all inside our project. So let's go to the next next one. So this is the transcribe feature. This is going to take a while. So I may just, I don't know. Let's see. So I'm going to go in here and run. I already ran the import, and now I'm going to run scripts 04 docflow transcribe. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go in here and run the transcribe 04. So what this is going to do is kick off the built-in transcription feature of DaVinci Resolve. And it's going to label each one of the speakers. And I've already got the speaker names in the bins, so it should identify them in the transcript file. So we'll find out here shortly. We'll go look at, I don't know which one it did first, probably the top folder. Yeah, I can't navigate. So let's go over here to interviews. And let's go look at the first folder and look at transcripts. Nope, nothing there. Maybe it did last folder. Nope. Maybe it did the folder that I was active on. Let's go look for Dave. Officer Dave.
This is a reminder. Load car.
Oh, that's right. I got a photo shoot. It's all right. It's not for a while. Okay, so it's not in the. Let's just check all the folders here. Get to see a little behind the scenes here and see how this works. Maybe it's not putting the transcripts there. It should be. Maybe it, oh, that's right. The transcripts are being created inside of DaVinci, so they're not exported yet. That's a later step. So I'm going to go load my car with my camera gear, and this will run, and I'll come back after I load my car. Because I have a photo shoot. The photo shoot's not until 2:30, so I've got 2 more hours before I have to leave. Okay. Still transcribing. So let me do something else over here on my laptop. While that's working. Okay. Need to send an email here. So let me go ahead and configure that. One of my clients needs a email sent out to his list. So need to send that out. Okay. And let's go over here to marketing. And let's go check this list here. Emails. Templates. Replay. March 27th replay. Okay. Replay. Oh, it looks like it was already sent. Looks like it was already sent. And let's search over here for replay. Nope, it wasn't sent there. let's go over here. And look for replay here. Yep, it was already sent. Someone already sent it. Okay. Okay, let's see what's happening over here. Still transcribing. So this may take a while. So I'll just stay on live here with you just to give you updates. And in the meantime, what we can do is we can go look at some of these video files. I'll give you an idea of what we have here. So, plus I'll show you the bin structure. It's basically the same as the file structure here. So, okay. So, what we got over here, let's go to interviews. Okay, so this is Tristan's interviews. So let me show you some of these.
Just look at me.
Oh, that's Peter interview. That's not Tristan.
Right, yeah. So just tell me about some of your more wilder experiences.
Oh, because this folder is Tristan and Peter. Okay, that makes sense.
It's gonna be a bit harder, isn't it, with this off the cuff?
Okay, so this is Peter.
Give us a clue. What did you what was we talking about earlier?
Well, I mean,
So this is
Sorry, yeah.
the main source file. So it's got everything in there. It's got the videographer asking him questions. They're chatting back and forth. And, not all that is usable video. But what's happening now is the transcription is being run, and it's identifying the speakers. So here's an issue. It may come up. I'll have to check. Is the videographer is speaking, so it may recognize the speaker as the videographer speaker as Tristan. So what you need to do is you need to go tell DaVinci that which speaker's which. So I'll need to go in there and change the speaker label, because the other speaker in this video is not Tristan. It is Peter and the videographer. So, AI can't do everything for you. And it's probably going to get that wrong, right? But the majority of the work is being done by AI, and then you need to come alongside and adjust things as it goes. So let's see what else we got in here.
Well,
So that is
the
Tristan,
one where he tried to hang himself.
right? And again, here the videographer is speaking to Tristan. So it may label one of them as Peter, and it doesn't know which one's which. So we need to identify them. And then that's Peter again.
Yes, so just sorry, carry on.
So it got 90% of it right so far. These are all Peter and Tristan interviews. And that's Peter.
No, I think the reason I stick it is because it's like John. I'm stubborn. John.
So the problem I see so far is that there's at least one video that's missing here. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to find that video, and in my DaVinci Resolve, I can move those around in the folders and get the proper interviews in the proper folders. But I can't do that while my transcription's running. Is it done? No, it's not done. It's still working. There it is. So we'll see after that's done. Over here, let's see what else we have. We have Officer Dave. Those are all probably correct because it's just one person. Yeah, so all these look correct. And then here, Tristan outside. Just one video. Should be the right video. Let's check it.
Because you're on notes. Okay.
Yeah, that's the right video.
Okay, roll it.
So that's the outside interview. But then
We have.
inside,
Oh, that's good.
inside we have some B-roll. So we'll need to further classify this particular clip in DaVinci because it's got multiple types of clips. It's got an interview and it's got B-roll. Okay, so this should be Kevin's interview. Okay, this one is magazine delivery. Peter.
The big
Yeah.
issue is a nationally known name.
That's the correct one. And these are interviews at the distribution point. Yep.
Rolling.
And this one should be the other one of him. Correct. Yeah, so for the most part, it's getting everything right. Now, this is still way easier than me doing it all manually. And that's the right one, Officer Dave. Okay, so this is Peter on the street.
So, what do you think the reaction is going to be to? Sorry, just wait for this van.
That one's correct. Okay, it's still transcribing. Maybe I could take a little nap here. This video editing sure is hard work. Hmm. Okay. Let me show you some more of the website here so I can stay awake. So in the next step, we're going to catalog export. So after we transcribe and we go and adjust any of the bins or any of the clips, then we're going to export the catalog. So that'll export all of the transcriptions and the locations. No, not the locations. Yeah, it'll just basically export everything. And then it's called the master catalog. And then that single file connects to every AI feature in the future. So then the AI can use that catalog file. So we can't do that yet. And then the coverage brief kind of checks the coverage of the catalog to see if we have enough info before spending money on AI to analyze it. So we can't run that yet. And then we're going to do catalog enrichment. And this is all done locally. So no AI is needed for this. And this is going to add another layer of editorial intelligence. So it's going to group certain clips by the role, the shoot date, the category, and any kind of cross references. So we'll take a look at that. And then there's whisper transcripts. So this is another level of transcription that's done on a word by word level. So this takes even longer. And what this allows us to do is cut on a very word by word basis. So that's pretty handy. Then we've got the AI marker suggestion. So AI is going to build up a set of markers based on these colors. It's going to be blue, purple, and yellow. So blue is a key quote, like a little sound bite that is really good. Emotional moments of genuine passion, humor, vulnerability, or feelings. And then topic shift is yellow. So any point where the topic kind of changes, there'll be a yellow. So we can't do any of that yet. So basically just in waiting right now. AI marker, this is where it's going to you're going to promote or add more markers. So it'll come in as cyan, and then it'll auto promote all these, or you can go in by hand and auto promote. So we really haven't taken away any of the important steps in the editing pipeline. We're just choosing to allow AI to help us out. And then story intelligence is where it sends your whole enriched catalog now back to Claude AI and analyzes your footage to come up with your storylines. And we already told it earlier in the project file kind of what we're looking for, right? That's pretty cool. Hmm. Okay, next step is AI analysis. So this is the main editorial AI step. So AI is going to take the story briefs that we created in the last step and turn each one of them into a fully structured proposal or proposed edit, like a timeline. And we can go down here and we can choose if we want long form mode or interview focus mode. So we're going to choose some different options here. Okay. So after all that's done, we go into the build timeline. And this is where it's going to take all the AI proposals and create timelines. And that is the basic workflow. And then down here we have catalog search. So if we wanted to search the catalog for something specific, we could do that. And then it returns that as a um yeah, it's not going to have anything in it yet. Yeah, I can't show you that yet. Okay. Still transcribing. Okay, I am gonna get a piece of pizza. Yesterday, I got a yummy pizza, so I could have leftovers. Alexa, set a reminder at 1:30.
Good afternoon, Wayne. What's the reminder for?
Load the car.
Okay, I'll create a reminder at 1:30 p.m.
Okay, I'm back with my pizza. Still transcribing. So what do you like on your pizza? I'm putting chili peppers, crushed red pepper, I mean, not chili peppers. And then some Parmesan sauce. I mean, Parmesan cheese. I can't even talk right today. Just shows you what lack of sleep does. And then I've got some garlic powder. And I think I used up all my oregano. Yep. I think they only gave me one oregano. Cheap bastards. They could have gave me more than one oregano. Yep. You get a large pizza and they only give you one oregano, but like 3 things of garlic and 4 things of cheese. Like, I think they need to get their ratios right. And then like 10 crushed red peppers. Idiots. This is why I don't really go out to eat. But every once in a while, I treat myself to a pizza. And that's what I did last night. I do have some of my own oregano I could go get. See? Oregano leaves. Oregano, so good for you. And then I also have blue cheese dressing. I could get some of that too. I'll save that for the crust. Want some pizza? Okay, so it's 1 o'clock. I've got another hour before I need to leave for my photo shoot. This may not be done. So I'm just going to let it keep on going. Oh, did it finish? It may have finished. Let's see. Yes, it did. All right. That's handy. So now we can go look at the transcript. So let's go in here and let's actually go back to that one that we were talking about earlier. Which one was it? Peter. Tristan and Peter, this one. This one right here. No, not that one. Well, yeah, that's the one we want. So we're going to look at the transcript. Where is the transcript at? I know it's in one of these menus. Not in timeline. Although it may be. No. Let's see if I right click. Right click. Where is the transcription menu? View. It's not going to be under view. Playback. No, it's not under playback. Timeline trim, edit, file. Could be under file. Media management. Where the hell they put it? I know if I have it on the timeline, I can find it. Let's go into the media. It's probably under media. AI tools, audio transcription. That's what I want. I don't want to retranscribe it. Let's see what happens when I click on that. Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. So see, the speakers weren't
Could say we just
yeah.
want them, but
So basically we need to go identify the speakers. So
I think the reason I stick it is because
so this is Peter. So now everywhere it had speaker 5, and now it says Peter. So now we just go check. That's a space. It looks like it didn't get any of the videographer talking. That's good. Let's go in here. Yep, all that says Peter now. That's good. Okay, here's where the yeah. See, that's our videographer right there. So that's Patty.
They're putting pianos
That's
around.
Peter. Oh, that's correct. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You noticed the difference?
Good.
in some
They got those right. All right. Let's go over here. And let's look at this one. All right, let's go back to the top. This is Tristan.
Yeah. Okay.
That's Tristan as well. Okay, the first one wasn't Tristan. That was Patty. And the second one was Tristan. Oh, took it. Okay. Okay, so all those are Tristan. Okay, so it did a pretty good job of classifying the speakers. But down here at the end, we need to see. Okay, so this guy is what is his badge number? Yeah, it didn't keep that info. Okay, so this is vendor. And then I'll have to find his badge number. 329. Vendor 329. That was Patty. No, that's vendor 329.
Hey, I gotta talk to you. In the page is big ball red. Advertise.
Right.
The guy coming to me to photographer like him. People stay. I say why? They think the big shoes advertise these people. I say no. It's your job, isn't it? They think the case of
Right.
This one is
coming to
Tristan.
me to photographer.
Let me go ahead and confirm my photo shoot here. Make sure we're still good for 2:30. Since it's an hour from now, okay. Let's make sure it got all these right.
Hey, you want to see my song? My guitar, my push up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, when I pick my guitar?
Where?
When I,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, when I pick my guitar?
Where?
It didn't
When I pick
didn't
my
really
guitar, my
get
push
all
up?
those.
Hey, especially my
But-
push up, I put the beat.
It's okay.
It's got funny.
Good.
Pay for? Who pay for?
No money.
No money.
No money. What? Who what? Hey, what you was about? No money? Ah, come on. You won't give up for television.
Just to help you.
Hey,
If this
cook
goes
food.
on to TV, it'll help
Cook,
you.
Cook food. I'm not good. So, that's it. I don't lie. Good. Fuck.
How's your girlfriend?
She's
She's
I
in
don't-
there. She's buying mags, yeah? She doing alright?
Yeah, yeah.
Kids?
Yeah, not bad. Fucking rain now, man. Hey, what's that old shit, man? This guy, excuse me, interview Chinese, please. Appetite, excuse me.
You're losing sales time.
No, man, it's advertise. I'm good in advertise. Sell a buy. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Alright, see you
Talk
later.
My guitar.
Where is your guitar?
No, no, boy, my home. I took it out the guitar. I don't why, okay. I was stuck across the band acoustic. It's alright. I play funky, but slap a bass guitar.
Okay.
Okay, this
All that looks
type is
good.
this, or like funky. Very, very
Let's
good
check
funky
this
sex,
one.
Man. Very
Magazine, so we then
Yep,
just go
that's
off and
Peter.
get pissed for the afternoon.
This is not Tristan. This is Patty.
Problems.
See, that's what I was afraid it was going to do. But not a big deal. That's where we need the humans to come in and tell AI, this is the mistakes you made. Okay, so my client, hmm, my client just said she can be there earlier. So I am going to get ready and go. Because when there's money on the table, you go get it. So I am going to pack up and head out like a baby. Get my tripod and get my phone so I can do some documentary style video. Okay. Get my camera all charged up. Put a memory card in there. Put another memory card in there. Batteries are full.
This is a reminder. Load the car.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
This is a reminder. Load the car.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Thanks for the reminder. Okay. Camera is ready. Get all my lighting batteries charged. Okay. Lighting gear is packed. And I just need to put my shoes on. Okie dokie. DaVinci Resolve failed to back up big master library. Could not be created. Okay. All right. So that's it for now. I'll restart this stream later on and finish up the project so you can see it.